Funding for this program was made possible by the Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale.
Coming up on this episode of NSTV.
Who won this year's I Love My Neighborhood poster contest?
Check out some Great American Cleanup highlights.
Which neighborhood service inspectors is making his NSTV debut?
Find out the answers to these questions and more right now on NSTV.
NSTV.
The Junior Ambassadors.
NSTV. The Adopt a Block program.
City of Glendale.
Code Enforcement Minute. GEM Awards.
Neighborhood Services TV.
Hello, Joel City. I'm Sandra Rodriguez, welcoming you to a brand new episode of Neighborhood Services Television, your window into the programs and projects of the Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale and Neighborhood Services. But before I go any further, let me start by introducing my new co-host. He's definitely not new to NSTV. Some of our viewers may know him as the famous Inspector Litter. I'd like to welcome Jason Webb.
Thanks, Sandra. I'm excited to be here, and I'm looking forward to being a part of many more exciting episodes of NSTV. So why don't we get started with an important message from Code Enforcement Inspector Shay Hill.
Hi, I'm Neighborhood Services Inspector Shay Hill. Today's Code Enforcement Minute is about the city's fresh air ordinance. Glendale prides itself on being a healthy city for everyone. To limit the impact of secondhand tobacco smoke on non-smokers, the city adopted regulations to provide smoke-free air in public places in areas where smokers and non-smokers might interact. This fresh air ordinance became effective November 2008. Mass promotion efforts were launched to help the public become acquainted with the nuts and bolts of the ordinance. These outreach efforts included signs, banners, flyers, brochures, film ads, and TV messages. But the real emphasis consisted on one-on-one contact with visitors, business owners, and residents to explain how they would be affected. Here are some of the common mistakes we've seen people make. Smoking in parks. Smoking is prohibited in all city property. This includes parks. Smoking in parking lots. Parking lots are considered common areas, and smoking is prohibited in all common areas. Smoking in private balconies and patios of multi-unit rental housing complexes. Smoking is prohibited in these areas of multi-unit rental housing and condominium complexes. Smoking in outdoor dining areas of coffee shops and restaurants. Smoking is prohibited in outdoor dining areas except in smoking designated areas which meet specific criteria. After the first 12 months of the ordinance implementation, several new updates were added. The following changes to the fresh air ordinance became effective April 8, 2010. The warning requirement is discontinued. This means that citations may be issued to individuals who fail to comply with the ordinance without any warning. All businesses are required to post no smoking signs in smoking prohibited areas. Smoking in common areas, balconies, and patios of condominiums is prohibited. Smoking on private balconies and patios of apartments is also prohibited. A posted diagram at the apartment buildings disclosing locations of smoking units and smoking permitted areas is required. Smoking at all activities located at houses of worship is allowed. This is just a brief summary of some of the ordinance's highlights and in no way constitutes a comprehensive analysis of the ordinance. If you have specific questions about the ordinance and how it affects you, I encourage you to please contact the city's Fresh Air Program Ambassador, Armene Jimenez. She can be contacted at area code 818-548-3700. Thank you for your cooperation. With your help, we can continue to maintain the high quality of all Glendale neighborhoods. For NSTV, I'm Shay Hill.
Thanks for that informative Code Enforcement Minute, Shay. Be on the lookout for Shay and other neighborhood services inspectors who are out looking for ways to improve the quality of Glendale's neighborhoods and business districts.
Now let's take a quick stroll down memory lane and check out some of the highlights of the 2010 I Love My Neighborhood poster contest. Inspector Litter was on assignment at the Glendale Civic Auditorium where all the festivities took place.
We're here at the Civic Auditorium for the 17th annual I Love My Neighborhood poster contest. Inspector Litter here welcoming the 55 finalists as they arrive. Later tonight, we will be revealing the top 10 finalists along with the grand prize winner.
Well, my poster is a lot about picking up trash. They're saying a lot about nature and how you shouldn't litter, and that you should keep the rivers clean. You should pick up your trash.
We'd like to keep our community and city clean so it can be a good community and have it nice and clean. I think it means to just make sure there's no trash, make sure there's no wasting energy, leaving the faucet on, like water running down the drain.
Pollution can kill many people and animals.
My poster is everyone cleaning up.
They're making plans for windmills. These two guys, they're making solar power. And then this guy's picking up trash because there's trash all over the place.
Picking up trash and throwing it away so it doesn't pollute the environment.
I think we should keep Glendale clean and green so everything can stay very well. People are recycling. Everyone's picking up trash from my poster. They can clean up or recycle. I drew a girl throwing away trash.
The donkey and the girl are helping clean up and they're putting the trash into the trash can.
Keep Glendale clean and green.
One of the classroom activities in the I Love My Neighborhood curriculum is the Litter Lyrics lesson plan. Students practice the art of songwriting by writing a song to convince people not to litter. Now, it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you from First Lutheran Elementary School, Mrs. Biondi's 3rd grade Angel Chimes Choir and Miss Karen Palmer's 6th grade class, who will perform a song they wrote to the tune of the Battle Hymn of the Republic, called Keep Glendale Clean and Green.
Let's strive so hard to keep our Glendale clean and litter-free. We look around and pick up every piece of trash we see. And once we practice all of this, our city will be clean. What a blessing that will be. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Let's keep our Glendale clean and green.
And now here we go, the moment we've been waiting for, the top 10 finalists of the 2010 I Love My Neighborhood poster contest. pleasure that we introduce to you the 2010 grand prize winner of the I Love My Neighborhood poster contest, Keep Glendale Clean and Green, Sophia Young from Fremont Elementary School. Okay, let's give every one of these award winners a big round of applause.
How does it feel to be the grand prize winner?
Feels very exciting. I'm proud of my poster, how well I did on it. It's important to keep our city clean so we can have it better and just keep on keeping it clean. If they find trash, like litter, if they could, clean it up and put it in trash cans, help with that, recycle stuff.
Where did you learn to draw like this?
Well, my mom and my sister are very good artists, so I take ideas from them and I put it into my drawings.
So I guess artistic talent and love for your community runs in the family.
Yes, it does.
For Neighborhood Services, Michelle Tamazian and Inspector Litter signing off.
Great work, Inspector Litter, and congratulations to Sophia Young and all the talented finalists.
Before we go on, let's take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss these special messages from some of our local youth.
NSTV will be back after these messages.
Community, environmental stewardship, civic pride, volunteerism. Glendale prides itself in the high quality of life it offers to everyone who lives, works, goes to school, and conducts business here. I'm Sophia Young, and I am proud to be a Glendale resident. Glendale is a beautiful city. It is nationally recognized for its exemplary community beautification and environmental education programs. Hard work and volunteers have helped make the city what it is today. Volunteerism is when people get together for a common good without expecting anything in return. In 2009, close to 62 million Americans volunteered their time to local organizations, giving 8.1 billion hours of service worth approximately $162 billion to America's communities. Volunteerism is a matter of civic pride. Check out cleanupglendale.org to learn how you can join hundreds of Glendale volunteers of all ages who are making a positive difference in this community. My name is Sophia Young, and I am proud to be a Glendale volunteer.
Everyone knows that garbage belongs in a garbage can.
But in 2009, a total of 1,387,521 pounds of trash and recyclables were picked up during the California Coastal Cleanup Day.
For the past 5 years, these numbers have grown, and for the past 24 years, cigarette butts were the most littered item.
Did you know that most of the trash that ends up in the ocean is a result of urban runoff?
That means that whenever someone litters in Glendale, their trash ends up in a storm drain. All Glendale storm drains lead to the Los Angeles River. The LA River empties into the ocean, our local beaches.
Please, help us keep Glendale and our planet beautiful. Stop littering and adopt the neighborhood you live in.
Visit cleanupglendale.org to find out how you can help.
And remember, don't trash Glendale.
And now, back to NSTV.
We're back, and now it's time to take a look at what went down at the 22nd Annual Great American Cleanup. Hundreds of volunteers showed up to help us with some exciting beautification projects.
That's right, Jackson. While some volunteers were literally competing to pick up as many cigarette butts from the streets as possible, Others were helping with gardening projects throughout the city. And let's not forget about the massive weed abatement projects that we do every year. Let's join our special guest correspondents, Elena Bobolian and Katrin Madatian, who are out and about at the Great American Cleanup.
Hello, I'm Elena Bobolian.
And I'm Katrin Madatian, here with NSTV and over 450 volunteers here ready to help us out with the 22nd Annual Great American Cleanup.
Today, we're on a mission to spruce up the city of Glendale, just as an estimated 3 million volunteers will be doing the same nationwide, helping improve over 17,000 communities during 30,000 events in all 50 states.
Elena and I will take you out to some of the beautification projects that are planned for today. Now let's join the rest of the crowd because the rally is about to begin.
It's good to see all of you today and welcome you to the 22nd Great American Cleanup. In Neighborhood Services, we work with all of you in the community to make sure that Glendale is and remains that special place, a quality place to live, raise a family, do business, and visit. Last year, back in Washington, D.C., we were named the #1 city in the United States in terms of being graffiti-free and having citizens involved in community beautification efforts. The #1 city in the country.
What an honor to spend my first year in charge and responsible for neighborhood services to work with all of you. Thank you all for your support. Please support the businesses and the associations.
Please welcome Alec Bartrasov, our Environmental Hero of the Year. There it is. Hold it up. There you go. Our next recipient truly embodies the definition of hometown hero. She's an amazing woman. Join me in congratulating our hometown hero for 2010, Jean Maluccio.
Volunteers dispensed to 10 cleaning sites citywide. Let's visit our first cleaning site at Fremont Park. Here we're at the Fremont Park Rose Garden with Marcia Sanchez-Walsh, the president of the Rose Society. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about how to deadhead their roses?
Well, most roses in general grow the same way, and the anatomy of the rose is about the same. In general, there's a 3-leaf set that grows right up under the peduncle here. This is a smooth part that grows underneath the bloom. There's a 3-leaf set usually. What you want to do when you deadhead is come down at least to a 5-leaf set, because that's where a new stem will grow, is in this juncture where, right here, and when I cut this off here, a new stem will grow where this leaf comes out, and it'll go in the same direction as this leaf. So the new stem is going to grow out. The idea is that you make your rose bushes grow out to have a shape kind of like the palm of your hand, so that there's air circulation in the center and all your stems are growing outwards. We took over the rose garden at the beginning of the year. It hadn't been replanted or rejuvenated in many decades, and we replanted 300 roses here. And so these roses you all see this is their first season. They're small, and within a couple of years, they will be giant, giant, beautiful rose bushes in a healthy condition. And our Los Angeles Tinseltown Rose Society will be taking care of them and make this a real proud location for the members of the Glendale community to come and be proud of, for us to be proud of, to be taking care of it.
And here we have Julie Find, and she's going to tell us a little bit about where she's from and what she's doing. Julie?
Hi, we're here from Lakeside Community Healthcare, and right now we're raking up all the petals that have fallen off the roses. We're cleaning up all the weeds underneath and making the park look prettier than when we came, and it's already a beautiful park.
It's important to keep it clean because
we have a lot of people coming around. They need to see that we have a nice neighborhood. And so like when people like from other places come, they see that we actually keep it clean.
I've come this morning with the two-phase operation here. First to deadhead some of the roses with the pruning shears, and by cutting off the dead rose, we encourage the new rose to begin. And the second thing that I've been concentrating on is the weeding around the base of the rose, essentially getting some of the bigger weeds. It's a nice group of people here. We've got additional people that are helping, and it's a real pleasure to see the look of the cleaned up beds with the roses blooming. It's a wonderful time of year for the roses.
At Tukmejian Wilderness Park, volunteers will help remove non-native weeds and plants along the hiking trails that were seriously damaged by the station fire.
We wanted to be part of beautification and cleaning of the city, just give back to the community that we live in, to have a better place to live in.
Now we're all sharing, so that's good.
To anybody watching there, just come out, take part of this beautiful event. You can see the background, it's a beautiful view. We were one of the luckiest groups to get the Tukmejian Park. It's a beautiful weather. It's exercise, it's good for everybody's health, for the community, it's good for everybody. Just come out and take part of it and you will feel just gratification and satisfaction.
Hi, I'm Nicole here at Tukmejian Park for the Great American Cleanup with the Star Group. Here we are just picking weeds and trying to reserve the park because there's been a very great fire and we just want to help it all. I just thought it was a great idea to come out here and just do a little something for everybody else who lives in Glendale.
We are now at Brand Park, cleaning up the trails which begin right behind the Miss America Green Cross. Here we have Harid with us. Harid, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you've done today?
Well, we got over here in the back of Brand Park where the trail is. We're raking the grass area right here so more hikers could see the trail.
And now let's check in with Elena at the LA River where she will be interviewing some of the volunteers helping out with overgrown vegetation.
I'm here with Emin Asadurian. He's one of the volunteers today painting out graffiti and picking up trash as part of the 22nd annual Great American Cleanup. So, Emin, what's your favorite part of today?
Working to paint the stuff and working to paint the pipelines and the walls. I want to help clean the city.
You also participate in other Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale events, isn't that correct?
Yeah, I sponsored in the I Love My Neighborhood poster contest.
And how did you do in that contest?
I won second. In my poster, people are picking up trash, which is exactly what I'm doing today.
We always feel that we owe something to the community. We need to help, and all of our families feel the same way. That's why we're all out here. Want to do something with the kids. And it's also a great opportunity for parents to work with their kids and to give them an opportunity to learn something, because graffiti just detracts from everything. Devalues a home, devalues your community, devalues yourself. You just feel bad when you look at it. At least I do.
We do this for our environment, so it can be clean, and in the future it can stay probably what it is right now and not like a desertless wasteland. And I'm here because I think it's fun too doing this. And I like keeping Glendale clean and very, very beautiful.
Look at all the trash we picked up!
Glendale's #1!
I'm here with a couple of the volunteers who are helping plant trees at Mark Keppel Elementary School.
We were here for the Great American Cleanup, and my favorite part was probably the weeding, and my least favorite part was probably getting messy. I don't really like getting messy, so but I really enjoyed helping the environment and helping our garden.
The garden is something that the PTA put together a couple years ago, and so we're doing maintenance on that with everybody, putting in new mulch that the city brought in yesterday, and doing some weeding and clearing it out so that the kids can come in here, next week and start planting their crops. Through a donation from Home Depot, we put in some whole garden back here behind this bench so the kids can sit there and be shaded.
Well, planting trees helps us because we get more fresh air because the plants take in carbon dioxide and brings out oxygen. We learned that in 5th grade. Planting trees not only helps our environment, but it makes our communities beautiful.
This whole thing, I'm so surprised that we got this whole thing laid down so the mulch is all covering, and we did the last 3 garden plots here, so we're all good to go.
We accomplished planting 4 trees and weeding almost all of our garden beds here at Keppel's Community Garden. We've also accomplished working together as a team.
Now we're at the corner lot of Grove Place and Richard Place, and here we have Alexis with us. Alexis, what have you done today?
We were sorting out mulch, and then my dad has been digging holes for me to put the soil in.
Well, this lot was kind of abandoned and nobody really was taking care of it, and it was kind of an eyesore, so my friend and I decided to do a little something about it, and the neighborhood services would provide some volunteers if she and I would be responsible for keeping it watered and tidy and neat, and I think it adds to the overall quality of the neighborhood and the quality of the city of Glendale.
It definitely does. It's looking very beautiful.
And now let's go to our final site where Elena speaks to some of our volunteers helping with the second Eco Garden.
There'll be 2 beds here, 2.
I'm here with Kathy Keene and Susie Dell, who are President and Vice President of Glendale Kiwanis, and we're to find out why they decided to participate in this project and what they hope to get out of it. Kathy?
Well, every year Kiwanis has what we call a Kiwanis One Day, and we do something really good for the community, and we bring out our key clubs and the scouts and whoever else wants to work with us, and we do something that will help beautify the community and make some people happy. And this was a perfect fit for us when we learned about this piece of land that the city had been holding for a community garden project, and we were just delighted to provide the lumber and the funds for the shed and the manpower.
And it's perfect for us because since the ladies joined Kiwanis, we've been called the Garden Club, so this kind of fit into our whole mission and persistence in gaining status in the community. The ladies are in charge of the men, as you can see. They're doing all the labor behind us. Except I was here at 7 o'clock this morning moving lumber. We get a lot out of this. Exercise, community involvement, and a lot of camaraderie between our members, which is terrific.
It's working beautifully, and everybody comes together and has a great time, and we're really proud of our volunteers.
And we're looking forward to lots of big vegetables and fruit and harvest for the members that do the community garden.
Make a lot of people happy in this community that don't have yards.
I've been a member of Troop 125 for about 6 years,
and we do service projects a lot, and so it's really good to help out with the Great American Cleanup because we get to help out Glendale. Once we finish our project here, it'll give opportunities to all the people in the surrounding communities who don't have a place to grow stuff and take care of plants, a place to come and plant and get fresh vegetables and just enjoy the outdoors, which is something we try to do in the Scouts.
After working hard to clean up and beautify the city, we headed back to the rally for some great food, great entertainment, and a chance to win a few prizes.
Here we have Kyle with us with the People to People group. Kyle, tell us a little bit about what you've done today.
Well, we went on to Wilson and picked up cigarettes for the community because there's a lot.
We went to the Kmechian Park over there, and we work over there as a group. We pull up the green bed grass, and we did a great job, I think.
What are some other things that you've done today to help beautify Glendale?
Picked up trash around the park, cleaned up graffiti.
Well, we picked up cigarette butts and we were picking up trash along the streets.
We worked out at Garden Street, and it was a brush removal program. There's large trunks, a lot of brush, and I guess the site that we worked at hadn't been worked on in a really long time. It was actually a really cool experience. One of the people from that area came out and was watching us for a while. She's telling us, I haven't seen this area cleaned for like 5-6 years. So it was a really cool experience, seeing her reaction.
The area we worked in had a lot of brush clearance, which was really close to homes. Being a Glendale Fire cadet, it's important to get brush clearance out away. And plus, I think it really brought more visibility to the apartment that was right behind it, and we cleaned it up pretty good. And once all that's cleaned up, I think the residents will really appreciate it.
Yeah, I think one of the best parts was we had people from different departments, and it was really cool to see everybody work together as a team, and we were able to get the job done really quick.
And who would you recommend this to next year?
Everyone ages from 5 and up. It's really fun. It's a family event.
We'll come here to help out and clean up our community that's so, wonderful and clean.
This one, it just says Stephen R.
Today was all about improving the quality of life for our community. The Committee for Clean Up Beautiful Glendale, its volunteers, and our community partners know that our city is not only a beautiful place to look at, but also a vibrant place to live, work, shop, and play. That is why community events such as today's Great American Cleanup are so important to our city.
If you're interested in volunteering, visit cleanupglendale.org or call Neighborhood Services at 818-548-3700. Without you, our valued volunteers, these events would not be possible. Thank you, Catherine, and all of our viewers for joining us for the 22nd Annual Great American Cleanup. For NSTV, I'm Elena Bobolian.
And I'm Katrin Madatin, and we'll see y'all next year.
Great American Cleanup!
Thanks, Elena and Katrin. I can see that you and our dedicated volunteers were very busy at the Great American Cleanup. Thanks to the hard work of all the volunteers, we were able to get so much work done in just a few hours. Well, that's all the show we have for you today. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions or comments, please email us at nstv@ci.glendale.ca.us.
Or you can call us at 818-548-3700 for more information about our projects and upcoming events. Also, if you're interested in learning about other volunteer opportunities, please visit cleanupglendale.org. That's all the time we have for now. Until we see you again, please remember to keep the Verdugo's green
and Glendale clean. For NSTV, I'm Jackson Webb.
And I'm Sandra Rodriguez. Thanks for watching.
So I was like,
That was great, Todd.
Nailed it.
With the Great American 20. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Huh? Where did it go?
If you're interested in Oh, no, you're first.
Sorry. Community partners know that
And smoking
permitted areas.
Funding for this program was made possible by the Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale.